Cordoba. So, just coming on here for just 1 hour. Not going to spend too much time chit chatting around with Bob and all the dudes or whatever. Just going to spend a little bit of time. So, how's everybody doing? How's everybody's week? How's everybody going on? See, we got to get some people up in here. Hi, just was vlogging, doing my videos, and focusing on channel growth and trying to get some good content so that I could make some money on YouTube. I made 13 bucks since I got monetized, and they won't pay you till you get $100. So I've been monetized for 2 months and I've made $13. So I haven't gotten paid or anything for it yet. But you never know. That viral video is gonna happen and I'm gonna make $10. So that's what's up. So it is 10:30 in the Philippines, and we're going live for the people in United States mostly for their time, because that's where I'm from. And hopefully everybody had a good week, and everybody's having a good morning over there, and so far so good. Magandang gabi pud. It is, I'm down in Cebu, so we speak Bisaya, so we would say magandang gabi. So a little bit different, but similar. So how you doing, Daniel? Good to see you. I'm down here in Cebu City, just outside of Cebu City, and trying to have a good chat here, have a good discussion. So, where are you at? Somewhere in Luzon? Up near Manila, maybe? So, yeah, when I was up in that area, they speak Tagalog up in the Luzon area. And down here, we're speaking Cebuano or Bisaya. So it's a little bit different. And in some ways it's similar, and then other ways it's really, really, really different. So like you say masarap for delicious, but down here they say lami. Lami means delicious in Cebuano, in Bisaya. So that word is a lot different. You're going to be down in Cebu for vacation in January. No, I arrived here. This is my first time in the Visayas, and I got here at the end of January of last year. So I've only been here 11 months. So what area of Cebu are you going to? Are you going to Cebu City? I mean, Cebu City, Lapu-Lapu, Mandaue, all those areas, they're really kind of interconnected. So you can get around pretty easily from place to place. If you want, you can even take jeepneys, but taxis are quicker if you can afford it. Yeah, you're either going to be looking at jeepneys or taxis, because the tricycles tend to only have licenses for their barangays. They can't go from town to town. Like the guys in my barangay here, they can't even go across the border into Lapu-Lapu because they don't have the license for it. Some people do have the licensing for it, but most don't. So you're going to find that when you're triking around. Sometimes you'll have to go right to the border, hop out and catch a different tricycle, which makes it kind of more expensive and a little bit more of a hassle. But that's just the way it is. You can't change that. But let's see here. But it's all good. I mean, it's really easy to get around down here in Cebu. It's pretty easy to get around anywhere in the Philippines, as you know. But yeah, the trikes I prefer actually over anything because it's more private, I guess. But like today, we took jeepney and it was fine. I like jeepneys. He's talking to me. Why is he talking to me? What do I say? But yeah, I enjoy the jeepneys, man. A lot of people, when they come to the Philippines, they don't even ride them. I've talked to people who have been here years and years, and they've never even been on a jeepney. I'm like, why not? I mean, you can experience so much more. I mean, if you're a people person, or you want to be friendly and you want to integrate and experience everything, ride a jeepney, man. Don't have the fear. I mean, you go online and they're going to put the fear of everything into you. You're going to get mugged. You're going to get pickpocketed. You're going to blah, blah, blah. All the sky is going to fall down on you. But the reality is, I mean, this is what I always say to people, like, one person's experience is going to be vastly different from another person's experience, right? So that one person that came on a jeepney and got pickpocketed, he goes around and his voice is louder than everybody else's, and so they're all thinking that jeepneys are dangerous because this happened to one person. I mean, you can go on a city bus in the United States and get mugged. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean that that's going to happen on every bus. It's not. It's just simply not. I mean, there's that Philippines Truth Channel or whatever. That guy is full of beans. He's grasping at straws, picking the worst stuff off of Reddit and off of all these bogus sources, of disgruntled people that came to the Philippines, and just making it as though, blanking it all out as though it's universal, that experience is going to be your experience. And people buy into that crap. And the ones that buy into it are the privileged American dudes that come here and they expect life to be their way. They expect their experience to be more westernized, which is absolutely ridiculous because this is Southeast Asia, right? It's not at all structured around the things that are in the West. Why? Because this isn't the West. It's different, All around the world, people's approaches to things are vastly different. Like I was reading a post today on a forum that I go to about education and the statistics of Filipinos to Switzerlandese, I don't know what you call them, Switzerlanderish, the Swiss, man. Anyways, and the top whatever countries, and the Philippines had like a lower score or whatever, and people on the forum were like, yeah, that's obvious, Actually, Filipinos are very ingenuitive, and I've known and had personal relationships with Filipinos and saw firsthand how actually intelligence should not be structured or defined by your ability to read a book or to do math or things of that nature. There are so many other things that show intelligence, and I've seen some different approaches to things that we would do in the States that worked out exactly the same, if not better, and I've sat there and watched Filipinos making something and going, that's not going to work, man. No, you can't do it that way. And then they do it and it works fantastically, So the Filipino ingenuity always amazes me. Always surprised and I shouldn't be surprised. I'm not. In fact, well, I should say I'm not as surprised anymore. But as the more I observe, the more it just confirms to me how um, intelligent they actually are. And just because some test scores showed this or that, it does not translate over into actual, kind of abilities. And trust me, they've got abilities, and they're strong, man. Hard workers. I don't know if anybody saw that video I posted, and I've seen this, my whole time here. Like I watched these dudes build apartment buildings, and they stacked 2 and 3 bags of cement on top of their head, and then walked up 3 flights of stairs. That's massive amounts of weight on their heads, and these guys are like 5'4", 5'5", packing like 100+ pounds on their head all day long, walking up and down 3 flights of stairs in the hot sun. Some dude 5'4", 5'6", maybe 5'8" tops. Working their butts off in humid, hot weather. Much respect for the Filipino people. Indeed. Huge respect. So, that's all I got to say about that. So we're 11 minutes deep into this. I'm only going to be on for an hour at the most. It's just, I kind of didn't want to do the live this week just because, it's like really lagging in here. But, I told people that I would do it once a week, so I'm going to stick to it. But it's really hard to get motivated towards it since it's not growing, But we'll see. I mean, maybe the more I do it, the more it will catch on. I don't know. But, stick-to-itiveness and all that crap, right? So, yeah, I did, how many videos did I do this week? I did 3 videos, I think. Giveaways. I'm doing the Christmas holiday give back kind of theme, and they're fun for me. People don't really like them evidently because they didn't get any views, or I don't execute it properly. I'm not really sure, but I'm trying, trying to do, doing what I can. Hey, what's up, man? How are you doing? Good to see you. I was at Smokin' Abby's the other day and thought of you. And my wife wanted to talk to your wife about something. I forget what. Oh, like C-section or something. I think it was. But anyways, so last couple weeks ago I met with a subscriber. Came from the United States. We had dinner. That was fun. I think I already talked about that though. Well, yeah, Smokin' Abby's. We were going there quite a bit in the beginning when my wife was getting her braces, and now it's cut down to like once, sometimes twice a month. But I go there for other things too. Like if we go to her doctor, which is right down the road, then we'll usually come back around and sit at Smokin' Abby's too. So I'm there like a couple, 3 times a month maybe now. But before I was there quite a bit. But yeah, I even made a couple videos from there, but then I decided not to post them because they weren't very good. which is kind of saying a lot because the ones I do post aren't that good either. So the ones that I did from there were really bad. But next time, we should coordinate it. I still have your I still have your text, so I can text you and say, hey, I'm going to be over there such and such a time or whatever. What's coming up here this week? We will be there sometime this week. My wife has to get an ultrasound just down the road from there. think it's going to be our final ultrasound before she actually gives birth. So we'll be at Smokin' Abby's this coming week. I'll text you or talk to you about it and let you know when we're there. Maybe you can stop by and say hi. So, yes, sir. Yes, sure. So I've decided, man, to try to do that 13A. I don't think you were here last week, but I went to the computer shop and printed off some documents, the application. So I'm starting that process. So that should be good. That way I, have a permanent residency, permanent visa. And it's cool, as you know, because you can leave on it and it doesn't expire. So a lot of perks, a lot of benefits come with it. 13A. Not the SRRB, but the 13A. Yeah. Got all this Christmas stuff going on in our barangay. Everybody putting up lights and decorations and whatnot. So it's been really festive and kind of cool. It's weird, like, all the Christmas songs are like focused around like white Christmas and snow and whatnot. It's kind of a trip being in the Philippines. And not having any of that, no cold weather, no snow. Yeah, Santa Claus comes from the North Pole and all that jazz, right? But gotta eat a banana. Yeah, I know you did. I know you got that SRRB, and that was great, man. I'm glad that you accomplished and taken care of. So if we meet up, let's talk about that a little bit. What are you doing, kitty? Psst. No. $120K? Goodness. Man, I hope it's not that expensive. I have my debit card pilfered, the numbers, and they tried to use it in Japan, buy subway tickets, so they canceled my debit card. So I've just got cash. But I don't have 120K. So I hope I can find something that's less than that. But where there's a will, there's a way. Yeah. I don't even know. I mean, it kind of sucks, right? We had this doctor all set up, right? And it turns out she went to Mindanao for the holidays. So she knew when the due date was, which is December 28th, and now she's like gonna be gone for. It's too late. They sent it regular mail. I don't know. Didn't know how else to do it. Yeah, they sent it regular mail. So. I don't know, man. I mean, I go with the flow, and everything's worked out so far. So hopefully it'll work out. I don't know, but yeah, they sent it regular mail. You had a credit card stolen. Well, that sucks. hopefully that won't happen to me. Yeah, I don't want to think negative about that, man. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm sure that I'm not sure, but hopefully it'll be okay. Sophisticated group, multinational syndicate. Okay, well, hopefully that wasn't too hard to fix for you. It's just been a pain, you know, not having access to funds is scary. So of course, the best thing to do is to have multiple sources, and I didn't. I only had the one. So that's my fault. Get rid of my cat. You gotta go down. So whatever. Hey, there's Paul. What's up? How you doing, man? Nice to see you. Happy morning to you over there in the Matrix. Freezing cold, huh? Yeah. I don't envy you there. They called your bank and claimed to be you. Oh, man. Well, I hope not, man. That's all I can do. I can only hope that they don't do that to me. You know, it's already stressful enough just waiting for the card to be mailed to me. So thinking about potential even more stress, just I don't deal well with that crap, so I try not to give it any thought. So hopefully that the card just arrives. I don't even know how it'll arrive. There's no like mail system here, so I'm not sure how it'll go. I have no idea. It's at the mercy of it. If I would have known somebody that I could have sent it to in the States, I don't know how I would have done it. I really don't. LifeLock is some kind of identity protection. I've heard of that before. That's cool. Yeah. You know, I'm just getting things figured out as I go. I'm no expert on anything, but I think it'll be okay. I hope it'll be okay. All I can do is hope, right? But yeah, 120K for that. I gotta find something cheaper than that, man. It's gotta be cheaper than that. Got to be. Otherwise, I am one screwed Kano. It was a gamble. Hey, Chase. Good evening to you. For me to stay this long, I knew that I had a plan to leave well before that. So hopefully I can figure out an alternative to it. Government hospital, PhilHealth. She doesn't have PhilHealth. But I heard that it's not too late to get it. But I mean, it's already second week of December, and the due date is the 28th of December. So I don't know, man. I really don't. I'm at the mercy of it. And having the doctor just split kind of really sent me through just threw me for a loop. I didn't expect that, you know? Like, you knew that you weren't going to be here. So why didn't you let us know that, you know? Hey, thanks, bro. Good to see you. Take care, man. Later, Chase. But what are you gonna do, you know? Not much you can do about it. I gotta wipe off this lens. It looks dirty. I don't know if that helped or not. Later, dude. Take care. See you next time. So, I mean, you know, what are you going to do about it? So, anyways, Philippines, the C-section will cost more. Yeah, definitely will. Definitely will. When I was here before, but this was like 8 years ago, I paid for in a private hospital, and she was in the private room for 7 or 6 days, and it was $60K. She had her appendix removed for $60K, but that was, you know, about 8 years ago, something like that. Prices have went up, I'm sure, and that was more provincial. This was bigger city, so prices are more expensive. Government hospital, yeah, probably should, just for the cost of it, you know. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited, you know. Scared, excited, all that. I mean, you know, you've got a young child, so it's just kind of weird being older, you know, but it should be cool. I mean, there's pros and cons. I'm older, but then too, I'm like experienced already, you know. Losing weight? That would be great. I hope so, but I don't think so, man. I bought a scale, but it's crap. Like, it doesn't weigh right. Sometimes I'll be like 10 kilos. It's in kilos too. Sometimes I'll be like 10 kilos less, and then I'll get on it 5 minutes later. I'm 10 kilos more than that, you know. So I can't really monitor it, but I don't think I'm losing weight. I've been doing a lot of walking with these videos. Like I went, the last video I went to the barangay down the road where there's supposed to be gangs, and everybody's, since I've been here, don't go there, you know, you shouldn't go there, and I'm like, I'm gonna go there and do a mystery box challenge and give away some money, you know. If that's where the, you know, lower income people go, then they need it more than no, 10:30 Elvis, 10:30 every night. I come on 10:30 Philippines time. So anyways, so I've been doing a lot of walking this week, making videos, smashing the button. So maybe I lost some water weight or something. I don't know. Sweat like a pig walking up and down there. But I went to that barangay, and you know where the gangs are, and dude, it was just like anywhere else. Just like my barangay. Not scary. There was some graffiti on the walls, and yeah, there was some scrap metal dudes, you know. But Give me a break. Like, I lived in North Portland when I was in my late teens, and we literally had like police standoffs in our front yard with dudes like with shotguns shooting at the cops and stuff. And you know, ain't nothing like that here. I've never seen anything like that here. You know, I'm sure there are places, but I didn't see it. I look fitter. Well, hopefully that trend continues, because I need to be a lot less than what I am. So that's encouraging. That's cool. But anyways, yeah. So I was up in that barangay, and I had like really great conversations with some lady at Sorry store. She told me all about the area and took me around a little bit, showed me things. It was great. Xprawn 888, hi, hello. The roosters are vicious. Yeah, they got those raby roosters over there, man. And that's when it gets really crazy, right? Whoa, we got 18 up in here. That's a new world's record. Ding, 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 ding. How's everybody doing? So I'm Ben from Philippines Extremes. This month I'm doing, lots of giveaway videos, mystery box, doing some challenges and some games. Oh, now we're down to 11. I was just doing my pitch. I was pitching to the large crowd. But anyways, yeah, so lost connection there for a minute. Oh, you changed your number? Okay. Well, I don't know then. I don't know how to get a hold of you. Pagal, someone said. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. Pagal. I'm not sure what that means, or even what language that is. So anyways, yeah, so fun week, lots of walking around, but the weather hasn't been as brutal. Just had a few days where it was like pretty overcast, and so that made it easier to like travel around and walk around and stuff. So I was liking that. I like that a lot. I was digging it. Yeah. I don't know how to navigate this. So, yeah, sure. Fun times in the Philippines. But that's the beauty of it, When I wake up every morning here. I was thinking about this today. I wake up every day here, and it's just a whole different sense, I'm happy, It's happy kind of feeling, as opposed to. But of course, I don't have the obligations that I would have if I was in the United States. So of course I know that plays into it all. But I really, really love it here. I absolutely love it here. And people that have been here can attest to the fact that it is a place that you want to be. I mean, why else would anybody want to get like visas, to stay, like permanent residency visas, because they like it here. There's definite advantages. Wait, what number? No number appeared. It won't let it. YouTube has blocks on links and phone numbers and stuff. So even though you could maybe see it, I can't see it either. It's just for your protection and for spam. So I didn't see any number come through. The algorithm monitors, even though I don't have like mods, the algorithm still will censor that. So I didn't see any number, bro. Just I don't know if you have Facebook, but you can message me on Philippines Extremes on Facebook Messenger. Philippines Extremes at Facebook. I wasn't focusing on Facebook too much, but lately I've been posting a lot more. But it's the same stuff that I put on YouTube. Same old same. And for me anyways, I haven't really gotten many like a crossover people. So trying everything that I can, but so far no good. But I got 600 views on some guy carrying rice on his head. Hey, it's a short, so I got 13 cents for it. But I was surprised that got so much attention. Some dude packed 110 pounds of rice on his head and walked, and I put some music behind it, and a lot of people watched it. Yeah, just messaged me on Philippines Extremes over there, or I also have email, philippinesextremes@gmail.com. That link is available on my channel info. So either message or Gmail. Same name. Oops, sorry. I'm live. So I had to delete my last 2 live streams for various reasons. The first one, some dude came on here very briefly and talked about something that we were talking about in private, which kind of annoyed me. So I pulled that whole video down. And then the last one, somebody told me I was out of line, so I pulled that one too. But I'll leave this one up unless somebody puts their foot in their mouth or in my mouth. I put my foot in my mouth. So we got 20 minutes left, folks. I'm really deflated on this YouTube stuff lately. It's been yeah, I did. I pulled those lives. That's what you're laughing at. But I've been pretty deflated on this whole YouTube. It's a lot of work, a lot of effort, and sucks, man, when you do something, and you think, man, this isn't too bad. Maybe this will get some views, and then it gets 40 views, and you're like, YouTube sucks. Yeah. Was that the American in the Philippines guy? That was the dude with the toe issue. Hey, don't be drinking that, fool. The dog's trying to drink the fridge water. I had the fridge on defrost. Keeps puking too. And I know it's bad. I already know. Trust me. And I'm defrosting the fridge. because I got one of those frost fridges. Sucks, like the old time in the 70s where you had frost in your freezer. Yeah, I didn't even think about it. If I would have spent like 2,000 more pesos, I would have got a better fridge that didn't have that. But I wasn't thinking about it, man. You know. No comment, Elvis. No comment. No ill will or anything like that. Just we're going in different directions. He's going in one direction. I'm going in a different one. So nice guy. I mean, don't say I don't have anything bad to say about him. Just we didn't really work out, I guess. And it's good that, we figured that out before we actually tried to connect. I was going to go and visit, but then, dude, that bombing that happened was really close to his place, I think. Vacancies are up and rents are down in the Philippines. I don't know the stats on it. I just met an American in my barangay. He was moving into an apartment with his wife, and they moved here actually, and it's crazy. Yeah, he does. He likes his pool. They're from Battleground, Washington. Battleground, Washington, and he's moving in. Right when I get to the main street, he's moving into those apartments right there. He's paying $6,500 a month for a 2-bedroom. 6,500 pesos for a 2-bedroom place. No. Stop. He's got a nice place, man. That's a beautiful place. Yeah. Small world, man. I keep meeting all these people from my region. I met I went and I interviewed for a call center. I forgot about that. What a joke. That was a joke, man. I didn't want to even touch that with the 10-foot pole. There was something going down with that. It's no thanks. Yeah, I checked out the call center thing. It's kind of funny. I don't really want to talk about it because I don't want to get dude in trouble, but they were up to something weird. Rents are dropping in price. That'd be great. I mean, with the price of rice and everything else escalating, I don't know how, and the salaries aren't increasing. If they can actually, get a break in that regard, that would be great for them, When I first got here, rice was in the 50s, in the low 50s, and now it's in the low 60s, And if you've got multiple people, I mean, I ride taxi or I ride Jeep. How many kids you got? Oh, 7. 9. Oh, 6. Massive amounts of kids, and they're trying to feed them on the same wages that never increase. So if they can get a break on that, that'd be awesome. I hope so. I hope the prices are going down. Of course, a lot of people live on their family's land too, so they don't have rent. A lot of the locals, especially. But the younger people who are, working not a 9 to 5, but working a day-to-day job. It's tough. It's tough on them. It's difficult. China's economy is down and investment slowing. Yeah. Ebbs and flows, man. I know. I don't know much about that stuff. It's probably why I'm just a poor folk. If I knew more about it, maybe I'd be rich. Wish I would have got in on that Bitcoin, man. I bought some Bitcoin like when it first started, and then I got rid of it almost immediately. Well, the call center thing, it was really hokey. They texted me late at night, and they're like, "Hey, can you come here?" I'm like, it's like 9 p.m. at night, and you want me to go? Oh well, I said okay, fine. So I went there. Took me forever to get there. Finally got there. It was ran by an American guy, and he had like 6 or 7 Filipinos there, and it seemed not very legit. So I split. I was curious to just talk to the guy, because I haven't really talked to very many people recently that were from America. So I talked to him for about an hour, just about unrelated things, and then I split. But no, I didn't want to touch that call center thing with the 10-foot pole. Not going to say anything more because I don't want to, yeah, that's it. I don't even know why I brought it up, but I did do it. I went and checked it out. But yeah, they texted me like late at night and were like, "Well, we work from 10 to 6 a.m." I'm like, "Well, so why didn't you let me know in advance? You're like, come here now." Very weird. So what I told them was I need a work permit. If I'm gonna work for you, I need a work permit. And they were like, "No, we can't hire you then." I'm like, "Okay." I can't start my own call center without the proper documentation, so. It's all about the legalities of it. I'm not going to do anything to jeopardize my ability to be here. Not doing any of the junk that gets people in trouble at all. I don't know how to delete this fool. Let me see if I... how do you... I don't know how to delete this fool. See, how do you block people, man? Crap. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know how to get rid of this guy. I thought there was some kind of way to block people. Oh, here we go. Under 86,000 seconds. What in the world? Okay, well, at least I learned how to block people. Sorry about that, everybody. Yeah, I thought about it, but I don't have the capital to be able to do that right now. Once I blow up, and become famous, when I'm famous, then I can do things like Mr. Derek, Mr. Q. So Q really blew up. That was great for him. When I first met him, I met him in Lapu Lapu, and we were talking, and he only had 3,000 subscribers, and now, okay, here we go again. We got a bunch of people coming up in here. I'll try to delete them as they come. Sorry, guys. Yeah, Paul, I'm working on getting the 13A visa. So hopefully I can get that before I leave. I'm going to try to get it. If I can't get it, then I'll have to split. I mean, I can qualify for it, but I just don't know time-wise and money-wise. I might have to abandon the process and come back and do it later. Okay. Oh my goodness. Well, they're coming all out of the woodwork now, huh? So, yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. I don't know. No, I didn't decide anything. I have no plans. I don't know. I'm doing the 13A visa. That's the new thing that I decided on last week. So I've started that process. It can take three months or so. So I really don't know. I don't know. My debit card got stolen, and I don't want to focus on my. What the crap? No, I didn't anger anybody. It's just computer and timeout. Okie dokie. Well, we got that taken care of, I guess. No, I have no plan to go back to the United States, especially immediately. But I may have to. I don't know. Things are crazy for me right now. Having my debit card get stolen and not having the ability, oh my goodness, not having the ability to access cash is stressful. So we finally get action, and it's just a bunch of spam. Sorry, that sucks. I was hoping that we could get some real viewers for once, but evidently they're just kids having fun. Here we go again. Yeah, the landlord really gets the short end of the stick, which is just ridiculous. Yeah, thanks, man. I'm trying. I'm just trying to go with the flow and hope that um, everything works out. But I don't. I don't know. I mean, no matter what, everything will be okay in the long run, right? It just may be more of a burden and less ideal, but nothing's gonna fall apart. That's the beauty of being from the United States is, if you've got resources, then you can always go back, make things happen, and then come back here. But it's just the gap of it. Ideally, I'd like to just stay. So if I can get that 13A in a timely manner, while I can still stretch out my fundage, then it'll be fantastic. It'll all work out. If not, then I gotta go home. So that's not really a plan, but that's the plan. Yeah, it's not easy to make money here, and it's really difficult to do it in a way that's acceptable. Well, over the years, I've seen so many dudes come here and try to start businesses, and I've seen so many dudes fail. They put money into some endeavor, and they do it through their wife or their girlfriend or something like that, and they're just hemorrhaging cash through it. Some people have done pretty well with their situations, but the majority of people fail. The 13A provides permanent residency. It lasts for, well, the first year is probationary, but then after the first year, then you can get the 5 year. So all you have to do is renew your ACR card or something like that. But it's permanent. But you have to be married to a Filipina to get it. It's basically like the Philippines version of the marriage visa in the United States. So just in reverse. So your Filipino wife has to petition you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because that's where the dough is. They they do the niche of things that they know that the foreigners would want. So, like, there's a guy in Lapu-Lapu. I did a video from his restaurant, and he struggled through COVID, but otherwise he's pretty busy every day. All the expats, when they come through, they go to his restaurant, and he's got like kind of European type food, but also American type food too, and it's good. And then there's more stuff that foreigners can do here. What else? Oh, but the 13A just has benefits. It's mostly, you don't have to go every 2 months or 6 months to renew your visa. It's permanent. If you so choose to, you can actually work under it with another hoop to jump through. But as a permanent resident, that benefit is an option to you. Like the Balak Bayan, no, it's not an option. But on the 13A, it is. And it's really affordable. It's not expensive to apply for it. I think it was like $300 all together, like for all your everything, all the forms you need, all the clearances you need, and everything. A friend of mine just went through it, and he made a video recently. And in his video, he itemized everything that he spent. It was just under $300. So I got $300, you know what I'm saying? So I'm giving it a go. But it takes like a few months to get it. So that's my next step, trying to do that. Trying to get through this baby situation of where am I going to get the baby cut out of my wife's stomach, and then figuring out the 13A visa. So I'm gonna delete this city show fool. Bye bye, city show. Well, Elvis, we had okay, you know, I'm inept, all right? So I'll just start back from not necessarily the beginning, but my wife is not from here, and she didn't know anything about the process, and I'm not from here either, so I didn't know anything about the process. So we drug our feet, went to try to get an ultrasound somewhere, and the place said it had ultrasound, then it turned out to not have an ultrasound. And, you know, she doesn't have family members to walk her through anything or to tell her, you know, what to do. Her family is not really engaging with her, so we were just trying to figure it out on our own. So we finally figured it out. We got this doctor, and she was going to do the surgery for $80K, and then turned out that she's went to Mindanao for the holidays. So since she's in Mindanao for the holidays, she's not going to be here to deliver any baby, right? So we are in limbo. So this week we have to figure that out. It sucks. But it's just another hurdle, just another hiccup. These kind of things are what would drive people kind of against the Philippines, right? How you react to these kind of things. Like in America, you wouldn't have this kind of hassle happen. It wouldn't be that difficult, right? But this happened to me, and mostly probably due to my own ignorance, right? But since it did happen to me, I could be stomping my feet and prancing around and being all upset and grousing at the Philippines and saying this place sucks and all that, but I'm just not, you know, I'm just not. I just know that I'll figure it out. It's just part of the process, and once it's all said and done, everything will have worked out, right? Because it usually always does. So, oh, and sorry, Paul, Jean-Paul, I'll have to check that message after I'm off of here, after on Facebook. My wife, she's due on December 28th. So we went in for the last ultrasound and to finalize everything on November 28th, and we discovered that the doctor wasn't even in town anymore. So, you know, it's like, whew, what's going on? What do we do now? But yeah, we'll figure it out, I guess. I mean, of course, we have no other choice but to figure it out, right? So, just another hurdle, just another hiccup.
No, we didn't pay. We didn't pay anything other than the daily or than the doctor's visits at the time. So we didn't pay anything up in advance or anything. So not a scam. We were getting to that point. We were supposed to finalize everything on this last appointment, but like I said, she wasn't even there. She's in Mindanao. So that's what you deal with, I guess. But it definitely does. Like, there's pros and cons of a really involved family. With a really involved family, you get those, money issues or whatever. But they also do have the resources, and they can point you in things to do, and they can be a little bit helpful. It's the people that you can ask things, locals about, and they can guide you a little bit. So with this pregnancy, not having, any family members to talk to, and Lily, she's not very outgoing, so I've been the one trying to ask everything. Yeah, I got scissors, bro. My dad was a TV repairman. He's got an ultimate set of tools. I can fix it. So anyways, yeah, so pros and cons of that types of stuff. So I've been asking people about it. They're not, oh, maybe you should go here, in like broken English and language barrier type stuff, and I go on Google, and the information is like from 2018 and whatnot, and but I have no choice. I have to figure it out, and I have to figure it out this week. DIY, do it yourself. Yes, sir. Paid a surgeon in Bogo $70K for the C-section almost 3 years ago. Yeah. This doctor was saying $80K, but she's not available now, so I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. You played the board game. Good one. Yeah, I was pretty good at that too, man. So, between you and I, we can put our heads together and probably pull this one off. That was a good one, Elvis. Prince Jude, sayonara. So we'll see. So all I got to say on it is we shall see, buddy. Look, I already made it over an hour. I said I was only be here an hour. We're 110 deep into it. So what's that make it, like 11:40? Yeah. Hey, Martin's here. What's up, dude? Welcome to the exciting adventure of the Saturday Night Live. Hope you had a good week, man. Yeah, I'm not worried about it, bro. I mean, of course, it's unnerving in a sense, but it'll get done, right? That's for shizzle. Oh, nothing. We've been talking a lot about poop, evidently, and not by us, just random people are fixated on it. Just talking about random stuff. So you didn't miss much, believe me. Private be 80. I got here. Private doctor, $40K for a government doctor. Yeah, that wouldn't be too. $40K. I got that right. Well, yeah. I like the sound of that. I can afford both of those. So that's good info. Thanks, Jean-Paul. Eduardo, what's up, Eduardo? Do you see a lot of traffic since that CC Lex? The CC Lex is the new bridge, but I came here and it had already been built, and I didn't see the before effects. This is my first time down in the Visayas. Before I lived up in Luzon, so but it definitely has alleviated a lot of congestion. Especially, that's all I hear about when people talk about it, how it was a real mess while they were building it. But now that it's complete, it has thinned it out. Like down in Cordova and stuff, traffic is a breeze. It gets a little bit congested, like around 5-ish, which can carry on until like 7. But I don't really go out that late anyways. I'm usually coming home around 5 or 6 if I'm out. So I get stuck in it, but mostly, during the day, whatever. If I go that way towards Cordova, no problem during the day. Guess in the chat. So you had ABD. I don't know what that means. You went to the Philippines to get your pregnant wife in labor for $80K. What? Guessed in the chat. That's right. That's right. So sad about it, maybe? Yeah, you and my wife. What about us? Tagger. No, that's not dollars. Yeah, it's her first baby, and that's why she doesn't know. She doesn't know diddly squat about it. And I had a kid, in the United States years and years ago. But that was all. I walked through that. Had guidance, and of course, no language barrier. So here, it's just been me trying to figure it out. I've been encouraging her to try to be more involved, so she's been a little bit more vocal lately. So learning experience for sure. It's a boy. It's a boy. And the reason why we have to have a C-section is because the baby is breech. It didn't turn. We were hoping that it would turn, but it didn't. So that's coming up here. It's already like the 9th or the 7th or 8th. I don't know. See? So, it could come anytime. I don't know. I just don't know. Yeah, you never know. He might be, it's right around that time. But I think, with this, they're just going to schedule it. Like, there won't be a labor or something, you know what I mean? But I was going to find all that out, and then the doctor split and went to Mindanao. So, but from what I gather, we'll be making an appointment to go in and do it. Because if she goes into labor, then it would be called an emergency C-section. And evidently that's a lot more. Horror stories of foreigners unable to leave the hospitals because they cannot pay their hospital bill. Yeah, I have. And in fact, I experienced a little bit of that when I was here before. My ex, she had an emergency surgery, and I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know back then. I was fresh to the Philippines, knew nothing. I thought you go to the hospital, you get a bill. We went through the process, did a private hospital, everything, and then they told us you need to pay all at once. And I'm like, what? I gotta pay it all right now? So they said, yeah. And it wasn't like they held us there, but they said we can't leave until it's paid. And it was I didn't have that much cash on me, so I had to shift it around, shift the cash around, and it took 1 or 2 days. But we stayed in the hospital for those 1 or 2 days. No, she didn't have a baby. My ex didn't have a baby. It was just a different surgery, an emergency surgery that she had to have. But so we were in the hospital, and it took about 2 days, 36 hours for me to get the funds transferred over to me so that I could get it paid for. Yeah, that can happen to anybody. And yeah, I've heard of locals also. Some friends of mine that I stayed in contact with over the years, they didn't have the money, and they were contacting me to send them money because they couldn't get out of the hospital. They wouldn't release them. One of them had their appendix out, and they wanted $82,000 or something. So it's definitely a thing here. And in fact, I talked to somebody the other day who just had a baby in a public hospital, and they messaged me from the hospital, and she said that she's waiting for the bill to be paid so she can leave. No. Hey, Jean-Paul, I'll check out that message later. Nice to see you. Take care, bro. It's about time for me to go out and get some wind on these cheeks. It's so hot in here without the fan. How much is 80K in Filipino money? I don't know, like 1,005 maybe? 1,004? Is 120K pesos per month enough to live here? Oh yeah. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. 120K peso. I mean, listen, if you watch my videos and you got to kind of sift through all my long-windedness, I will talk about the budgets and stuff. And really, it's all about finding your own level of comfort, right? What you need to be comfortable here might not be what I need to be comfortable here. Might not be what somebody else needs. But it all boils down to your individual preferences, you know, and what you need. If you need a car, if you need, you know, American food or Western type of food, you know, then those kind of things are going to cost more. If you need a fancy place to live, you know, with certain amenities, you know, obviously those things are going to cost more also. So, hold on. Getting some fresh air, you guys. It's just too hot. Nope, stay in there. So, it just depends on, you know, what you need. But 120K peso is what? It's over 2,000 bucks. So, for some people, 2,000 bucks isn't enough, especially if you have kids and a family and whatnot. But for other people, it's way more than enough. So it totally just depends on what you need. Undoubtedly, we do it for a lot less than that. Lot less than that, and I'm fine with it. Watch my video about my weekly budget, and you'll be shocked at how much we spent. And as I say in that video profusely, I don't feel like I'm cheated. I don't feel like I was cutting corners or anything. That's the theme of our channel, is living like a local and showing the simple life. That's been our theme since I've been here. Just showing the simple life of living in the Philippines. And yeah, so check out that video if you want. My weekly budget video, where I literally show what I spent each and every day and what I bought. And then I total it up for you at the very end on a week. So it breaks it down real simple, and that's for 2 people, plus a dog and a cat, including dog food and cat food and the whole deal. Our rent here is 80 bucks. 80 bucks a month. And our electricity runs anywhere from 1,300 pesos to 1,800 pesos. That's including water. So, yeah. Well, the baby's just gonna cost for the delivery. Other than that, you know, clothes and stuff really affordable. Buying a little tiny bassinet type crib for it with the mosquito net over it, so the mosquitoes don't get him. Yeah, 80 bucks for rent. But again, a lot of people would not like the $80 apartment that we have. I have a video on that too. It's down closer to the bottom, but if you click on popular video, I think it has like 1,500 views or something like that. It might come up in there, but I have a budget, or I have a video on the apartment itself, and I show the apartment. Now, you got to remember, humbled expat,
when we're talking frugal, it's frugal. Um, it's bare bones type stuff. So you might not like it. You might need more. But for sure, um, $80 a month. I mean, if you spent $300 a month on a place, you'd be living in a nice place. If I spent $300 a month on a residence here, it would be a very nice place because I know how to find it, especially, and so it would be nice. It's too bad, man. I came out here because they were doing fireworks, and there was a fireworks show over there. I wanted to show you guys, but I guess I missed it. It's crazy. They're doing so many fireworks, and I don't know where they get the dough for it, but you know, we have like bottle rockets, things like that. These people have full on like professional fireworks displays, just local people shooting up, you know, big, huge fireworks. So they blow up multicolored and looking like a fireworks show that you'd see in the States, like for the 4th of July or something. And they just do it at will. I know it's because, you know, New Year's is coming up, but since I've been here, I've seen countless fireworks shows just done by local people. It's awesome. Yeah. That's the Philippines, man. That's my water tank. I don't know how that all works, but that's where the water goes into, and it's got all these pipes that run to my apartment. Man, in the morning time, when the sun's beating on that, you can take a hot bath. It's great. Huh? No. Not anymore. I used to. My cat? You mean the outside cat? Not here. No kitty tonight. Not the stray one, anyways. I got my cat. Just ran outside. I do not have a motorcycle, no. Been contemplating maybe getting one of those electric ones, because you don't need a license for them. I don't know how long they keep a charge. You know, because it's illegal to have 3 people on a motorcycle. So, Tesla choppers. Yeah, right. So when we have the baby, you know, I don't want to be riding 3 deep on a scooter motorcycle. So I've been thinking about maybe getting a Tesla chopper, but it just depends. Like I don't know. I need to know more. Like, how long does the charge last? I don't know how I would charge it from my apartment. I should quit the coke. I agree. Yeah. So it's a vice. I don't drink beer though. I don't drink alcohol. But as an alternative, I usually drink calamansi that I make
by myself. I make it on my own. I use water and calamansi, and I squeeze it, but I still have this as a vice every now and then. But yeah, I definitely agree with you. I should definitely quit the Coke. Yeah, it's a lot better for you. Get lots of vitamin C from it, from the calamansi juice. I fresh squeeze it. You know, you can buy a kilo of calamansi for 100 pesos usually. Sometimes it goes up depending, like 110. Sometimes you can get it for 80. Yeah, I spend $4K a month on my apartment. Yeah. My apartment's $4K plus 300 in water, 300 peso water. So, you know, super affordable. So I'm not sure why we have 61 viewers. That's unusual. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. I'm waiting for more spam. But now it says 72. So my name's Ben. I'm Ben from Philippines Extremes. Yes, sir. That's me. We're very famous. I know I'm famous now. What's up? Hey, Jean. Nice to meet you. More Coke. Cheers. No. In the United States, how can I say this? Okay. Throughout my life, I've always had a Coke habit, a soda pop habit. And over the last maybe 8 years or so, I always made my own tea, iced tea. And I'd bring pictures of it, you know, because I just, at work and stuff, I'd always be drinking something. And I put a straw in my homemade iced tea and just suck that down. And I didn't even use sugar. I just used raw honey from the beekeepers in my neighborhood, and drank that. But when I came to the Philippines the first time, I was drinking the water and I was getting sick. I got giardia. Yeah, it was brutal. I got giardia, and the giardia was a real problem. So I started back in drinking the Coke just as an alternative because I didn't want to risk getting giardia again. It took me like we hit 100. Woo! Welcome to the Philippines Extremes, where I showcase, you know, all kinds of boring stuff for people to not watch, but we welcome you. So, you know, when I got here this time, I didn't even want to risk it. So I did a mix of like water, but then I'm like, man, I don't want to drink Coke all the time. So I do the calamansi mix. But, yeah. Used to live in the Philippines. Yeah, it's, well, I lost connection, so the time is not set up right. But yeah, you stop watching. Hey, don't stop watching. But yeah, it is after midnight, or it's close to midnight, something like that. Let me see exactly. Yeah, it's 12:04 a.m. Philippines time. So, Do I see a lot of bats? Yeah, there's definitely bats here. And I've seen a goat or two flying on scooters once or twice. It happens. Aswang. I just hit the YouTube algorithm nice and sweet. That's great. I don't know what's up. So I'll take it. But welcome everybody to the live stream. This is Ben from Philippines Extremes. Well, don't stop watching, RJ. We want you here. You're contributing nicely. We appreciate it. But I'm Ben from Philippines Extremes, and we showcase what life is like living here in the Philippines. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Check out my videos, and you can buy, then contact. I don't know what that means. I know some people that buy views. You know, they literally buy their views, and to me it's just cheap. You know, and buy subscribers. I don't like that. You know, it's hard work. I like to do it organically, and I know people that are buying views on their videos, and it's just ridiculous. I want to do it on my own merits. So, yeah, I like earning my way. I like to earn it. So there's 119 people in here. Please hit the like button. Come on, guys. Let's hit the like button. At least half of you. Let's get 50 likes. Come on. We can do it. 50 likes. Hit the like button. Martin, I'll forgive you, man. You're a regular, so you get leeway. Just kidding. I don't care, man. It's up to you. And I just appreciate you, you know, being a regular, you know. Being a regular is always helpful, you know. So I appreciate it. Come on, AI. Hit that like button. You know, robots can smash their foreheads. Oh, now we went to 94. $100. I don't know what this combo is turning into. Emails and watching prices and whatnot. Oh, now it's dropping down. I told them to hit the like button. They didn't like that. We got 1 like out of it. Come on, 85 people. 10 of you robots, hit the like button. Hit it. $66. My goodness. You're from Germany? Nice. Super chat on my live. Who are you asking me? I don't know. I don't know. Nobody's ever super chatted me, so I don't know how to do it. Now we're dropping down low again. See, it was all, I just asked them to hit the like button and they all got scared and ran away. It's 12:05 a.m. in Cebu. Sounds about right.
you are interested or not.
Who, me? I don't know what you're talking about, RJ. Okie dokie. Well, not really sure what's going on around here with all this crazy activity. Oh, Bob's here. Bob's here. You're late to the show, Bob. We're winding it down. Erwin's from the Philippines. Took a nap. Gotta get that beauty rest. Slow down with the Coke. Bob's in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Bob's in the house. Slow down with the Coke. Yeah, I don't drink beer, man. I don't drink alcohol, so we were talking about the Coke thing earlier. Somebody also told me to not drink Coke. So I'm working on it. But I hear you, Edgardo. Hello, Rosalind. Hi from Cebu. I'm in Cebu City. Well, outside of Cebu City. Yeah. I don't need likes for 50 bucks, that's for sure. I don't care about it enough. Okay, well, I don't know what this Rico Suave person is. I'm Ben from Philippines Extremes, coming to you live outside of Cebu City. Adios, Bob. Take care. So on that note, later, bro. I'm gonna also exit with Bob and let y'all have your own time. Enjoy your morning out there wherever you are, and enjoy your evening if you're in Asia. And appreciate everybody's involvement and everybody's contributions. And take care, everybody out there. Remember to always try to help others if you have the opportunity, and if you put yourself out there, the opportunity to help others will always present itself. Doesn't matter where you're at. If you're in the Philippines, if you're in America, if you're in Germany, Switzerland, anywhere, just remember you never know what other people's story is, and if you can be a benefit to someone else, just try to be a benefit. So on that note, everybody take care, God bless, and we'll see you next time.